Hello and welcome to Banking Frontiers Live. Today we are in a great fintech conversation of a company which has chosen to grow from the bottom of the pyramid to greater heights and take the business of payments, take the business of rural payments, and expand further into different business areas, different collaborations to bring in a whole new ecosystem of payments, lending, and a lot more. Let us try to learn from the horse's mouth, the founder of the company, about what are his growth plans. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. Dilip Modi, who is the founder of Spice Money, and he is going to share some very decent insights with us about how the company has come up to this level and what is it that they are going to do further. Dilip, welcome to Banking Frontiers Live.
Thank you. Thank you, Babu. Thank you for having me on the program.
How has business been till now? The first step of growth, where have you reached and where do you plan to grow this business to the next level?
Let me take you back to April 2020, actually March 2020, when the lockdown began in the country. And we saw a lot of people, workers in big cities and towns going back to their homes in the villages. Those pictures are very clearly visible to all of us. At Spice Money at that time, we were wondering what this means for our business and what does this mean in terms of the rural ecosystem. Since then, I would say that it's been remarkable to see the resilience that the rural ecosystem has demonstrated during this very challenging time that the country is facing, the world is facing, and how technology has come at the forefront to help us solve a challenge like the pandemic. I truly believe that the vision that we have of building a digital India, now we are seeing that this can be built on the back of a digital Bharat. And I think in the last 12 months, we have truly seen a digital Bharat in the making. Coming to Spice Money, we are a company that is targeting entrepreneurs, small merchants in rural India. Our goal is, to help them increase their earnings by getting into new services like financial services to begin with. The basic problem that we are solving for is that the government has very clearly indicated their intent to help out people in the rural economy by putting money into their bank account. And that is why in the last 5-6 years we've seen over 400 million bank accounts being opened under the Jan Dhan category. So our idea has been, how do we leverage technology, especially mobile technology, the very fact that internet has reached rural Indias when roads have not reached rural India. People have now got smartphones in their hands connected to the internet. How do we leverage this to be able to convert a small mom and pop store in rural India into an ATM and a bank branch? And to begin with, enable the people who've opened these 400 million bank accounts to be able to access their account. And so in the last 12 months, we've seen during this pandemic period how we have grown on entrepreneurship. A lot of people who've gone back into the villages have been able to start their own business, by signing up on the Spice Money platform. How many people who were not able to open their shops are being able to now do so because we come under the category of essential services. And I feel like, the kind of growth we've seen and the adoption of technology by the merchants in rural India and the new upcoming entrepreneurs in rural India that I've seen has given me significant confidence. And all of us at Spice Money truly believe that the mission that we are on, the last 12 months has just reinforced our commitment and confidence in that mission, that we can truly leverage technology to empower rural India.
Wonderful. So let's talk some numbers now. So, what has been the penetration of Spice Money till now? Okay, where do you plan to go ahead, and what new businesses opportunities do you see now going forward from here?
So, to date and the last 24 months, we've seen significant acceleration on that. We've onboarded over 500,000 merchants come entrepreneurs onto our Spice Money platform. We have now serviced over 100 million customers using the 500,000 merchant network that we have onboarded onto our digital platform. The way we see the future going forward, If you look at our country, it's a country of shopkeepers and merchants, and rural India is no less than that. And we also see the need for a lot of young people looking for jobs, and we have a true opportunity to give them to the opportunity to be self-employed. We've started with effectively ATM and basic banking payments as a use case. We've grown from that to utility payments, bill payments, recharge payments. We've moved to ticketing, travel. So the same entrepreneur today is not only focusing himself on being an ATM come basic banking point, but has also become a travel agent point. He's also become a bill payments point and utility payments point. And a lot of bank branches are also selling insurance policies. A lot of bank branches sell a lot of investment products. So for us, we want to, through the same Spice Money entrepreneur, who by the way we call as a Spice Money Adhikari. So through our Spice Money Adhikari, we want him or her to be able to deliver all kinds of credit, saving, and insurance products to communities around them. So this is like a digital branch network that can be leveraged by a lot of the NBFCs, banks, and product manufacturers to be able to outreach to 1 billion consumers living in rural India, right? Without having to invest in brick and mortar infrastructure. So I think it's a win-win-win business model for the entire ecosystem of product manufacturers like banks, NBFCs, insurance companies, healthcare providers, education providers at one end, and consumers on the other. And the Spice Money Adhikari network can be the bridge between taking all these products into and bringing them into at the doorstep of 1 billion consumers in India.
So can you just let me know what are those interesting technologies that you think would make a lot of sense to businesses like you moving forward, and how have you been using it very effectively?
So Babu, we've been basically leveraging technology to the hilt. If you think about digitization, the different components of digitization, it starts with this open API architecture. So the way we have designed our platforms at Spice Money is on an open API basis. So what we do is today, what has enabled us to begin with is the Jam Trinity, where NPCI kind of organizations have been able to come up, and we have been able to integrate through them with a lot of the banking ecosystem. And now everyone is talking about an open API. And so for us, whether it's a bank, an NBFC, a hospital, or an education company, all of them can, we can consume their APIs to be able to integrate onto our platform and be able to deliver services that they want to offer to consumers near our merchant points. Obviously, we are riding on mobility. So there are more smartphones in the country than PC. So we are leading through a mobile app version. Now, the beauty of our business model is not just about technology, right? You mentioned the word phygital. What is beautiful about our business model is that we are not only relying on data that technology can capture through the mobile, but we are also relying on data which is sitting in the social ecosystem between the merchant and the consumer. Today, the Spice Money Adhikari is serving a certain number of households around them. He has a social connection with those households. He knows them in terms of how they operate, what are their needs. And all of this data can be fed onto our platform, which can further add to us being able to, define a credit score, for example, for that household, or tomorrow to be able to see what are the products and services that they are looking at.
So how do you harness such a great set of people together and keep them motivated? And at the end of the day, adhikaris are people, and they would love to go to the best way where they are getting the best of the services. So how do you put people, process, and technology together to make this orchestration work?
I think, Babu, what actually is helping us bring everyone together, because I truly believe that at the heart of human consciousness is a desire to serve. If you go back to our constitutional state as a human being, right, all our scriptures have taught us that our goal in life is to serve. And I think at the heart of it, that's what every human being wants to do. We have to get people out of the poverty trap. And the only way to do that is through financial empowerment.
And finally, one more thing that I would probably want to understand from you is, after all these activities, there will be a wish list of things that you think something that should happen either in technology or in people or in the policies of the government? What is your wish list if you want to take the business to the next level or for the betterment?
Well, I've seen, Mamu, my journey as an entrepreneur started, way back when mobile technology was introduced into the country. I had the opportunity to be part of one of the first mobile networks that got built out. And so I've seen the journey from 1996 till now. I think that's the great opportunity we have. Now, in this course, of course, policy, technology, and entrepreneurship in terms of business model and product innovation all needs to come together to make this happen. I think the fact is, I believe that today, if I look at the banking ecosystem with the India stack that the government has built out, right, and the Aadhaar stack that is part of the India stack, I think directionally we are getting all the technology platforms in place. So I believe that, especially in banking, we've got a very favorable regulator. We've seen how a lot of banks have come up, and I think if we can demonstrate to them that technology can be used to benefit, I think we have a very forthcoming policy environment around us.
Interesting. I can see that you are trying to integrate 1 billion dreams together into that single billion dream, a single dream which can inspire all the billions and relate their billion dreams to that single big dream. Thank you very much, Dilip. And I would like to wish all the best to all these initiatives that you are trying to uplift the entire ecosystem by financially empowering them. Thank you very much for joining this conversation and sharing a whole lot of information with us.
Thank you, Babu. This was very, very exciting. And I look forward to interacting with you. And together we should take this journey of financially empowering a billion people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.